Welcome back, everyone. So, last I talked to you guys, I was still working on House of the Rising Sun. Well, I finished it that very day. Um, and I was actually talking to my editor about this, but I watched through it for the final time, and it was like the first moment where I actually felt happiness with the project. Um, I watched it and I didn't have anything to nitpick about it. All the things that were bugging me about seeing gear in shots that we didn't see before, or acting choices or anything like that, like disappeared. It wasn't there. And I think that's a sign that this film is ready to be released. So I sent it back to my editor. She's currently coloring the film right now. And once she finishes that up, we will have a release. So I'm super excited. Once ever she gives me the okay, I'm going to message the Moxie, which is a independent art house cinema here in Springfield, and I'm hoping to do 2 showings, but we have to go off of based on their scheduling, which is fine because they're on business and they need to make money. So but I am excited to support this business because they're a lovely business, and we need to support local art house cinemas in not only in Springfield but just everywhere else in smaller towns or just rural places in Missouri, and then also across the nation. So that's super exciting. I just also had a meeting with a local photographer and newfound friend, Arden Dixon. So that was a lot of fun. She's a really cool gal, and her photography is absolutely amazing and wonderful, and I am really inspired by her work, and I'm excited to work with her. She's going to actually be doing our cast photos, and also is going to be helping me. Speaking of, she's actually going to be helping me make our poster for Spirit in the Sky. You can't see this. This is a prototype. This is screenshots from the film that I took, but it's kind of in this style. This is, you can't see it, but it's I'll put what this poster is, but I'm excited because this is the exciting portion of filmmaking, is making the posters. It's also really nice to see that I have all of the posters sitting here at my feet all at once, and I don't know, guys, I'm gonna get a little vulnerable, but I think I feel very happy with this project. It's moving at a pace that I like, and I know that we can't always control that, but I think finally I'm happy with my work. There was a period of time, specifically also with this project, or projects, that I just wasn't happy with it. I just kept thinking, why am I doing this? What am I doing? What's the end goal, essentially? And I don't know. I don't feel that right now. Maybe I'm just in this euphoric state. Coffee kind of sometimes does that to me, that I'm just in this euphoric state of just everything is falling in the correct path that it's supposed to be following. So maybe finally, I don't want to say, I'm gonna knock on wood. I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say because I don't want it to wither away in my hands. But I'm very proud of the work that everybody had come together to do, and I probably will think differently once I start watching Spirit in the Sky, once we actually start going into that process, because I'll probably fall back into the, why isn't this done right? Why is this... Anyway, so I'm not going to speak so openly about it because I know my work process and how my brain works, and I get very annoying. I'm going to say that. I'm very passionate about my projects, and I have a very specific goal for them, and which is why I want them to be the best that they can be, because it's a reflection on all of us. It's a reflection on me as the director. It's a reflection on my actors. It's a reflection on my crew. And so, yeah, I don't want garbage going out into the world, because there's a lot of garbage in the world right now, and I don't want to be a part of that universe. So, that's my 2 cents on that. Which I'm excited to say I'm going to start the pre-pro on the Spirit in the Sky prologue. I was actually talking to my friend Gabe, who did camera work for House of the Rising Sun, and I was like, you've worked with me, you know that I'm pre-proing 5 months before we actually shoot, so the fact that I'm pre-proing 2 months before we shoot the prologue is kind of a difference for me, and it might just because I'm just doing a lot and I'm trying to keep my mental health from diving deep into the ocean, because sometimes it feels like I'm just gonna dive deep into the ocean with my mental health. But so I'm actually gonna start that today. I realized that because the script is so short, it's gonna be a really easy pre-pro, which is probably why I anticipated me starting so late. My brain is weird, dog. It's just weird. It's just weird up there, There's mice, and there's little bunnies, and there's creatures from the dark depths, and they're all just mingling around. It's like that episode of SpongeBob where we get inside his brain, and it's like the filing cabinet system, and you have like the tiny little SpongeBobs. Never in my life did I think I'd be making a SpongeBob reference. I was a big SpongeBob kid. What am I talking about? I'm starting that today. I probably will not be filming any of it because it's gonna just be a lot of paperwork and a lot of just organizing my brain onto paper. But the script is at about 13 pages, and that's kind of what I want the prologue to be. This film is going to be very long. It's going to be an actual feature-length production. So it's probably going to be 1 hour and 30 minutes to maybe 2 hours, dependent on the edit. So, oh my god! Bruh! And I'm wanting this to release in November. I might have to revisit that. It might have to be a spring of 2026. We might do an early showing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when we get to that bridge. I will be probably vlogging the photo shoot, just because I think it's fun, and it's probably the first time I've ever actually done a photo shoot before. In the past with Serpent King and House of the Rising Sun, I just did a media day where I invited the cast and crew out, and I just took their pictures. This is probably the first time where I'm not actually taking the photos. Oh yeah, I cut my hair, didn't you notice? And we're taking cast photos, and my hair is this short. This is actually the length that I think Alice had it at in Alice, as if like Alice is a different person. I had it at for Serpent King. It was actually a little bit more of a bob, I think. So that kind of fits. However, when we shot it, my hair was right here. And I had blonde in my hair too. So, oh well, it is what it is. And then once I get Spirit back into my hands, I'll be vlogging that tumultuous time. It shouldn't be tumultuous. It should be fine, truthfully. So anyway, I think this is just gonna be its own thing, kind of an update. Be kind to one another. Be nice to yourself. The world sucks, but we have to keep moving forward. We have to keep putting art out there, because that's how we change the world, is by our art. So, in Grace Helbig words, I don't know.